Alright guys, I wanted to show you. I did make it to Vanderveer. Oh, by the way, this is day 4. Day 4 on the trail. I did make it to Vanderveer today. I didn't show you boots off last night. Oh, I ran out of battery, of course. I need to manage that better. But I did make it up to Vanderveer shelter today. And it was really, really crazy storm. This is just the wind right now that you can see. It is like -1 degrees already, I swear. And I'll show it to you tomorrow because I wanted to basically make this video about a couple things that I found out today. It was a no-tech day, so everything was basically in the bag, so I didn't get no pictures. It was gorgeous. Of course, it snowed this morning, and then it stopped snowing, but the wind picked up, and it was just crazy. As you can see, I mean, it was really wild. You really got to see the might of the storms. Look way over there, you can see wind just blowing off the mountain, the snow. When I came here, I had to sweep up. This whole thing was full of snow. You can see a little bit right there. And so I'm putting my tent up in the shelter. Obviously no one else is here because I'm the only crazy person out there. And I had to go through drifts of snow. This is nothing compared to what I walked through. And boy, my toes were cold. I found out that my gloves, we're going to do some gear reviews here. Because this is what I bought this stuff for. And whether it failed me or not. These gloves right here are supposed to be for your protection against rain and stuff. And they work great. I mean, they always really toasty handy. Those and my little black gloves, which I have somewhere. These gloves, which are just liner gloves, cheapy things you get at Walmart. Those there did great until the temperature started dropping really bad. And then they actually started just freezing up on my fingers. So I ended up hiking with my hands in the palm area and made it here, barely. I was sitting there breathing and huffing and puffing on them. And it was 9 something miles up here. So I climbed about, I think it's 4,777 feet or something like that. Up and down, up and down, up and down. And then, this is crazy. Look at my poor socks. They're frozen too. Everything's frozen. It's going to be hard to put this stuff on in the morning. My poor shoes, my feet, I got hot hands and my Camp Fuzzy. This is why I brought these. Super duper fuzzy. Look at them socks. And yes, they are warm. And my feet are nice and happy now. They were not happy earlier. Oh, God. My hands were the ones that were cold, 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 though. My feet, I could still feel my feet, so my feet were okay. They were just wet from all the snow. So, that, as long as you're in 20 degrees or more, those gloves work fantastic. Once it gets below that and towards 0, they're no good. I'm just glad I had my trusty, really warm fleece with me. And those are these gloves. So I'll be sleeping in these, and these are so nice and soft. I love these. They remind me of a little Muppet. Anyway, the other reason I want to show you is this is a 20-degree bag. It's going to get down like -1 degree tonight. So I'm testing out, since I used my tent inside here the other day, and it didn't sweat or perspire and make it wet. I did that on purpose because I got a blizzard blanket, which is this, and it's real thick. It has a 3-layer heat design inside of it, and it's like 20 bucks. They use it for trauma in blizzards, and this is supposed to keep you warm to 18, and this is 20. So between these two, I should be okay. If not, then I'll be running in my sleeping bag to warm up. So, anyway, this is what I'm sleeping in. I'm closing this. And that way, I can stay somewhat warm tonight and make it through. Tomorrow's supposed to be 40 degrees. And this is a cold hat that I've never seen anybody use. Because normally down, you just don't put anything on it, because it will perspire, and it does. But nobody said nothing about putting it in it, and it didn't perspire the other day with my tent, and it kept me toasty warm. Sad I can't use my tent in there too, because it'd be more warm. And then I got this thermal, which actually is just like a car window thing, but it's made of that reflective stuff that they use for emergency blankets. And that should keep me an extra R value. So I shouldn't be too terribly cold tonight. And technically I should be toasty, according to my calculations. So I'll report on it. That way, if you got, and it's lightweight, that blanket is like an emergency blanket, but a little heavier. Look it up online. It's called the Blizzard blanket. And it's pretty cool. So I'll try that out and I'll report to you in the morning. So it's just for cold hack trials. And we'll see. It's going to be awfully cold tonight. My fingers are freezing. So I'll report back to you later. Take care. And we'll see you for day 5. Alright guys. This is the view from Vanderventer Shelter. And it's gorgeous. We got these rocks in the way. Now it's day 5. I'm going to start forgetting the days. Crazy. Anywho, I just wanted to show you. And pardon the jerkiness here. My Showa gloves are softening up in the sun so I can use them so they're warm again. But see that little hump way out there? Let me see if I can zoom in without shaking. Right there. Nah, it's too shaky. But anyway, that is Hump Mountain. And that is the last view of my home that I will see until I return. Or hopefully nothing else happens. Anyway, that is my last view. And those are all the Roan Highlands all the way back there. Gorgeous. We had one heck of a chilly night. That cold hack worked. It is viable, but it don't keep you toasty. Ooh, it was chilly. But I did get some rest. And we're going to Iron Mountain Shelter next because we got drifts to go through. So I'm not going to push it. And my feet are going into frozen wet shoes. So they're kind of cold right now. So I'm going to get to moving so I can warm up everything. And before I start having issues with my toes. I have 2 hand warmers to reward them for their work today later. And then tomorrow it's going to be really nice. Today it's going to be 40. So some of the snow should melt. And we'll stop and get some water. And we'll commence with day 5. I'm going to keep my phone handy because I shouldn't have too much fallen snow ending up in my pocket, so I should be able to keep it out. And I can show you some good pictures today. Oh, there's a bear line right there. Didn't even see that. Or that's someone's stuck line. Anywho, down there is the edge of Watauga Lake. Or some people say Watauga, but I say Watauga. It's actually Watauga, I believe. But it's a really nice lake. And it's really gorgeous down there. Yesterday the storm was just fantastic. I mean, the winds were scary. It was a tremendous storm, but it was really beautiful. I'm glad I got out in it. It was just super duper cold. We still got buds on the trees, so spring's just around the corner. Let's hope my toes warm up. And for some reason, this shelter does face the direct west wind. So it was chilly. Packed up and ready to go. And I just wanted to show you. I had to sweep this whole thing out, as I recall saying yesterday. Then we got downhill. We got to go that way. Over several hills. For about 6.7 miles. Right here, the trail ain't so bad. See, not too deep. But where the wind drifted it, that sucker goes up to your knees when you're on the ridgeline. So it's hard work. So I'm going to do low mileage today and hopefully get warm. Tonight it's supposed to be in the 20s, so last night and today is the challenge. Hopefully I can recuperate and be all right for tomorrow. And we'll talk to you later on down the trail. Check this out, guys. Even out in the wilderness, you'll find a farmer's cow booby. I found a booby. I found a booby on a tree. Right there. You could just don't give you no milk. This is so cool. Look at this. That is cool. I'd hate to have been here when this tree fell, but I just think it's gorgeous. Let me back up a little. Yeah, look at that. This is something you can make art out of. It's beautiful. So I just wanted to show you. And that's what it looks like up top. It looks better down here. I love that cow booby. We'll show you later. More down the trail. Hey guys, not sure how much you can see, but we're on day 6. There's the sunset way out there. Oops, sorry. Way out there. There's a string in the way too. Isn't that beautiful? It's going to look prettier as we go. We're on day 6. I made it to Mountaineer. I can't even think. Iron Mountain Shelter. We made it here late last night, so I didn't film anymore. And it was late. It was 9:44. I was trudging through the snow that you see out here. And it's actually in drifts along the ridge line, so it can get pretty thick. I got to repair my frog togs. They got ripped when I was getting water, and I've been so careful yesterday. So I'll show you more later. But we made it to day 6. Yes, and today I get to divest myself of a couple items to make my pack just a little lighter, since I'm not going to be in that 0-degree snowstorm anymore. So I'll be getting rid of an extra sweater, extra fleece sweater, my fleece lovely gloves, my lovely gloves. I think they're going to go back. So I don't want to carry extra, and the Showa gloves will suffice. They're just not fuzzy, and I like to sleep in my fuzzy gloves, but that's okay. And a shirt, my thermal fleece shirt, because I have my bugs away, which I can double as that, and I got my puffy. So, and it's my favorite color, blue. Look at that, blue, blue, blue. I get silly sometimes, and that's all my socks and stuff trying to dry out in what little bit of cold weather they can dry out in. So we'll give you some more pictures later, and see you down the trail. Welcome to day 6. We'll see what happens today and how far we get. After the trail magic, or they come and get my clothes. And we'll see you later. Bye. There you go, guys. There's the sun starting to pop up for real. So we got to get out of here and get to going on our day 6. Go meet my getting rid of stuff visit and get skedaddling. Hopefully we'll end up at Double Spring Shelter tonight, and we'll see you out on the trail. Hi all, fellow travelers. This is Nick Grindstaff Monument. That's his burial ground chamber thing. This is also his old chimney from his cabin. He used to live up here by himself with his dog, and actually had a pet snake. I just wanted to show you. I don't know if you can read that. It says Uncle Nick Grindstaff, born December 26, 1851. Died July 22, 1923. He lived alone, suffered alone, and died alone. He used to come down once a month, up to once a season, to get pork and other stuff, and then come up here and live. Had a dog named Panther. And right there is where I usually camp when I come through here, because I like keeping him company. There's something about a loner, you know, it's a good companion. So I honor him usually every year, but I didn't make it this far last night. And I figured it'd be covered in snow, which it is because that's my tent site right there. And it would have been super cold. Super cold. But this is gorgeous country right there. I just wanted to honor him in memory. And this was his old fireplace. You can see it had a small area for fire. He had a little, like a 10 by 10 cabin up here. And this is the view he had every day. Look at that. Beautiful. And that's the way we're heading. We're heading down a little bit and then up some. And that's where we come from. Snow's kind of settled a bit. There's still areas where it's drifty, but not so bad. As you can see, I don't have my waterproofs on. So, just wanted to show you. And we'll be trucking on. We'll see you on down the trail. Hello guys, I just wanted to show you this is Osborne's farm. And this is at Cross Mountain, where you go from, I'm gonna make you dizzy, way over there where we were this last night, up this trail here, up to AT, through this beautiful field, and into those. I just wanted to show you this part because I'm going to tell you a story in a little bit about Mr. Osborne that most people don't know. And just give you a really good view of these meadows up here. There's cows back in the back that way usually, or over there. That's a corn crib where you could dry corn. And this was the old barn for keeping stock and hay and stuff. And I'll show you some more stuff a little bit down further where there's a bench and tell you a little story. So we'll see you again in a few minutes. Alright guys, here's the bench. So I made it. This is a broad view of that farm. Mr. Osborne had a lot of acreage. A lot. And he donated it on his death to the Appalachian Trail. And I'm sure some of it was pieced out because I've seen cows over here and they belong to somebody. So, anywho, there's some climbing. Mr. Osborne, Dan knew this man when he was an old man, and he was a crackpot shot, dead shot. Best shot he ever saw. And the guy was like 90 some years old, and he could still shoot dead on. Dead on. So, Dan has a lot of respect for him. And then he passed and donated the farm to the Appalachian Trail. So, that's something that few people know. And right over there, it looks like it's over there. There should be like a little tin building, or it's through that way. And then around the bend there is a big cranberry bog. And it's a natural cranberry bog. And they have a cranberry festival here once a year. But that's actually on Osborne's farm. And Dan used to come here as a kid and get cranberries from that bog. So it's actually pretty cool. I've never been there myself, but it's pretty cool to walk through here and think of that every time I come through. And what it would have been like to have known Mr. Osborne. Because everybody around here is so friendly and wonderful. So I just wanted to share that and this wonderful view. And I'm going to be going all along that ridge over the next couple days. And then way out there is Damascus. And then we go that way, that way, that way. Way out there is Mount Rogers and stuff like that. So that's where we're going to end up going. That's the planning. Cassie's going to be way out there and give me some trail magic. Yeah. Thank you, Cassie. Looking forward to it. And we will see you further on down the trail. Hey guys. I just wanted to let you know I'm done with day 6. And sorry, I'm in my bed. I've been watching my hiker TV. So I finally got here. Got here a little early and did my camp chores. Got food, got water, started a fire, needed it, especially after the last 2 days I've been doing. So, just wanted to show you, give you a recap. I made it from Iron Mountain to Double Springs. Not a ton of miles, but let's see. I gave up a couple thicker clothes. My heavy fleece. My heavier camp socks. And my fleece thermal overshirt. So, lighten my load a little bit. Then I got some extra food and put that back in my pack. So at least I exchanged clothes out for food, which I can eat. So I just wanted to let you know, today I'm just recuperating this evening, and we'll be on to day 7 tomorrow. And hopefully get to Abingdon Gap shelter. And I'll show you all the highlights along the way. And then into Damascus. And we'll see you in the morning. Take care. Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to show you my view. This is on the way to Damascus. Damascus is nestled right out there in those mountains right there, right before it. And that's Iron Mountain, where the Iron Mountain Trail is. It goes that way. And then we're going this way into Damascus. So, well, we're not going into Damascus today. That'll be for tomorrow. But we're going to be going along the ridge line and go through some gaps, ups, downs, ups, downs. But I just wanted to show you the view. This is gorgeous. And let's see if we can zoom in a little bit and show you without shaking too much. It's beautiful out there. It's going to be a nice day today. So, I just wanted to show you the view. And we'll do some more down the trail. Talk to you later. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you, this is the oldest shelter on the trail. It's affectionately known as the Love Shack. And this is the way the shelters used to be built before they are built like they are today. This was built in the original time that they built the AT, shortly after. Now the AT used to actually run along that back ridge back there. Then they rerouted it to this ridge. So this here was actually built when they did the trail through here. And it's actually pretty cool. They do not recommend you camping in it right now because it's, as you can see, it looks pretty unstable, but it's really not. Anywho, this here is a pretty cool shelter. I was hoping to actually stay here this day, coming through here, but because I have a schedule to keep, I will not be able to make it from here to Damascus tomorrow in one day. That's just too many miles, carrying my pregnant lady on my back. So I just wanted to show you. It's a little bit airy. Got some good air conditioning going on. But this is a really cool shelter. It's been upgraded with gutters. But right here where it's all bulged, that's where it's rotting away and where it's no longer sturdy. But as you can see, I can't shake this thing. So this thing is actually pretty sturdy, which I figured it was because it's solid wood. And that sucker is really sturdy. But someone's gathered some wood here. And you see, people actually would lay this way, which there's not much room. But if you lay that way, there's enough room for 2 people. And that's about it. So, it's pretty cool. You got a little pack holder there. It'd keep you took care of in a pinch. Keep you dry anyway. They've done a new roof. Pretty cool. That used to be the old roof where the walls end. So, I'm glad they're upkeeping it. That's good. So, I'm going to go on to Abingdon Gap Shelter and then show you. But these logs have been hewn so many years ago. Long, long time ago. Imagine the history and the people they've seen walk by them. I think that's amazing. Pretty cool. So I'm going to head on out. We'll talk to you later on down the trail. Hi guys. We're on day 8 of my trip. And we are saying goodbye to Tennessee right now. And into Virginia. And I'll be saying hello again to Tennessee when I return home. On my commute home via Georgia. And there we go. Mount Rogers. Mount Rogers. I'll tell you a story about Mount Rogers when we get up there. And Tennessee. Damascus 3.5. Cool. We are on our way to Cassie. And here we go. Into Virginia. My first official full state. As I'm not done with Tennessee yet. But we're done with Tennessee for now. And we will talk to you later from Damascus. Hi guys. Here's Damascus. Day 8. There's a guy talking over there, so I'm being nice. And that's the shelter for the Damascus shelter. The Appalachian Trail. Day 8. And we're going to wait for Cass over there at the park. And I'm going to have a good dinner tonight. Pretty cool.